Alright, the road to WrestleMania just finally got some steam. After a very abrupt and confusing Rock segment back on SmackDown, it seems there was something cooking all along. I'm Ace from Shockwave Sports, and let's dissect John Cena's heel turn and aligning himself with The Rock. The last match of the Elimination Chamber PLE in Toronto, Canada, had a stacked chamber match that included the likes of Logan Paul, Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and John Cena. A lot of the rumors and predictions had John Cena winning this match, but truly, we didn't know what was going to happen. It was a pretty solid match overall, and I loved the finish. After getting eliminated by CM Punk, Seth Rollins decided to hit a cheap curb stomp onto Punk, and John Cena immediately grabs Punk and locks him into a submission, the STF. You can hear John Cena say, "I'm sorry," as CM Punk passes out, and John Cena is your winner and will face Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 41. I thought this finish was brilliant, and at the same time, I was really thinking about it where John Cena never did something like that, where he took advantage of a cheap opportunity. It felt very heelish, but I was like, whatever. They wanted to continue the Seth Rollins and CM Punk stuff. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes now, babyface versus babyface. Cody Rhodes comes down to the ring. They have their WrestleMania main event stare down, and John Cena seems overly excited at this point. Something did feel off, and then The Rock's music hit. Well, the beginning of The Rock's music hit, and then Travis Scott's Fiend plays as Travis Scott walks out, I guess the hardcore champion, next to The Rock. I think this was just to show that, The Rock is this Hollywood icon. He brings in mainstream celebrities, yada, yada, yada. But we knew The Rock was going to be there tonight because after a weird segment 2 weeks ago on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes had to choose if he was going to continue to do his own thing or join The Rock and give his soul to The Rock. Cody Rhodes, like the nice babyface he is, rejects The Rock. The fans cheer, John Cena cheers along with them, hugs Cody Rhodes, and then we see John Cena's face slowly turn into an angry heel for the first time. The Rock does the same throat slash that he does at Bad Blood, and John Cena low blows Cody Rhodes. He attacks Cody with Dusty's watch, a watch that has been used backstage, that was gifted to Cody Rhodes, and gold Rolex watches just seem to be used all over the Rock and Cody feud. John Cena brutally beats down Cody after that. If you were questioning whether or not this was a heel turn, John Cena made sure that you knew it was. He showed up to the press conference after the show and simply did a literal mic drop. Enough said. This was our generation's Bash at the Beach when Hulk Hogan turned on the fans and formed the New World Order. Triple H said it best in the press conference after this all happened, that this will be a moment we'll be talking about 20 years from now. Tonight in Toronto will go down in history, much like some great heel turns like Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania X7. This was just shocking, and we will talk about it for years and years to come. As much as we all would have liked the Play the Hits retirement tour John Cena could have had, this is way more interesting. Going into the show, I wanted to see CM Punk win because I just felt the John Cena-Cody Rhodes feud would not be strong enough to main event a WrestleMania as big as this one. But now with this twist on the story, I am more invested than ever. The character of John Cena finally got frustrated. He lost in the Royal Rumble, and even before that, he was losing big matches the past couple years. So the character finally snapped. The guy that was all about hustle, loyalty, and respect decided to buy in, and now could potentially be the modern corporate champion, similar to what his now, I guess, ally, The Rock did way back in 1998. Yes, he aligns himself with the man that he feuded at multiple WrestleManias. The man back in the day he would make fun of for being too Hollywood and too part-time. And now they are the ultimate Hollywood faction. I already see some theories that when Rock threw up 3 fingers at Bad Blood, it signified the same hand signal that John Cena does. I don't know, that seems like a stretch, but maybe. Either way, they found a way to make the Cody Rhodes storyline intriguing again, without needing The Rock to wrestle at WrestleMania. So major props to everyone who probably had to create a story not knowing if The Rock was going to be involved or not. I just had no idea how they were going to give us the same emotion and hype as last year's WrestleMania. You could argue it's still not as strong, but now there is a very, very much bigger investment from fans. I just love the risk-taking the Triple H era has. They could have very easily played it safe and just had babyface John Cena go up against Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and everyone could go home happy. You can argue that's probably what would have happened if WWE was still under a different regime. But they are prioritizing what could be best for the story, and I gotta give them credit for doing that. Now, it is very possible this John Cena heel turn will not work, but I have a little more faith in WWE's creative team after watching how The Rock was able to turn heel a year ago with the Final Boss character. Instead of these older wrestlers becoming nostalgia acts, they are evolving. Instead of these characters almost being stuck in a certain generation, they are adapting to the modern era. So what happens next? Does John Cena become a 17-time world champion as a heel? Or does Cody Rhodes once again overcome the odds and retain? I think you could honestly go either way. John Cena is not retiring until December, so you don't have to break that record right away. If that is the plan still, is to break the record. But what more can Cody Rhodes do as a champion in this current reign? It might be a good idea to put the title on the top heel, and maybe Cody wins it back at some point. Then you also wonder, how does The Rock play into all this? Does he cost Cody the championship at WrestleMania? Or does John Cena last minute betray The Rock, and he does win the championship as a babyface? There are so many different directions. You still have Homelander Cody creeping in and still being around. Does this actually all end up of Cody getting frustrated and still Cody Rhodes turns heel or something? It's crazy right now. Literally anything is possible now. The biggest babyface in the history of WWE, like more of a good guy than Hogan, more of a good guy than anybody, just turned heel. This is one of the biggest moments in pro wrestling history. We are all going to remember where we were on that night in Toronto. This all finally feels like a Night 2 worthy headline main event of WrestleMania. I personally am super excited to see what they could do here. As a certified John Cena hater throughout the years, this is what I always dreamed of. I always fantasy booked what a John Cena heel turn could look like. And I honestly still in shock. I was gonna record this video last night, and I decided to just sleep on it and really think about what happened here. And honestly, I'm still in shock. But no matter what, they have me so hyped for WrestleMania again. They did it. They cooked. If I had to decide today, I would make John Cena a 17-time world champion as a heel, because I think there's so many storylines you could do with that. It's way more creative than Cody Rhodes just overcoming the big bad guy again. I would love to see the summer of heel Cena, have him go up against guys we never had him go up against before, and just run with it. See if it gets super over, and then maybe by December, Cody wins it back, or maybe you have another babyface you want to elevate. Either way, WrestleMania season is in full swing. We're locked in. Comment below what you want from this John Cena heel turn. Please let me know. Let's have a cool discussion about this. Let's do some fantasy booking. But this has been Ace. Check out our WWE 2K series as we move closer to the new game. WWE 2K25 is less than a week away. You do not want to miss our live streams and weekly videos coming up on that. We will be covering all kinds of stuff here on the channel. We're fully into WrestleMania season. We got a lot of content planned for you guys for the next 2 months, and I am super, super pumped. See you all in the next video.